Hola amigos del internet! It all started with me being devastated because of some sad news in my family. I stopped painting, but hobby surprised me with a trip to New York City to visit the museums, to inspire me again, and to remind me that I should keep working on my dream and one day I'll have an exhibition there. We went to the Met and I was obsessed with the Egyptian exhibition. I realized I barely knew about them, so as soon as we came back home, I started reading about them and combined the information with my actual life and created this collection. I wasn't in my best place, but I needed to start somewhere. I combined how people sees me and how I really felt. You can read the emotions in the faces of the collection. They are all in some shade of gray. This one, the first one, is blue-gray. I also combine my love for figurative art and the study of shapes and forms with my love for the ethereal. The similar of my mind with abstract art and my pink era. Every piece also have a gold Egyptian foil item. They all have powerful meanings. In the first one, the Egyptian scarab beetle, it's a symbol of protection against disease and death. It's also interpreted as a symbol of resurrection, which was at the moment what I felt I needed. To resurrect. They also have a 90s item, something that reminds me of the child I was. A pop of color, a pop of beauty. In the first one, I added a happy face to remind me to smile. To remind myself I have an inner joy and I can embrace it whenever I want, even when life might not look that joyful. My walks in the woods reminded me with clues that love holds everything together. Even when it all looks gray. If you look closely, you will find the joy. And this is how my Egyptian number 1 is done. Let me show you number 2 of the collection. This was a very intense background. I didn't use purple paint, but I made my own because I wanted a very specific level of intensity. This collection is a mixture of acrylics, oils, and gold foil. I work this piece mainly at night. I don't even know why. When I paint, I feel I don't decide. I just follow the inner instructions. On the first Egyptian piece, the human figure was blue-gray. This one is pure gray. It was a mixture of black and white. I think she also has a very interesting expression. And she kept changing several times during the process. I love the whole gold process. It is so delicate. And it is very magical. To me, gold reminds me of the sacredness of the purest part of ourselves. So seeing the gold everywhere makes me realize we are in fact timeless and pure. The outfit proves weather was very, very cold. This piece gives home to Ouroboros. Sorry for the pronunciation. One of the symbols of the sun. It represented rebirth, recreation of life, and perpetuity. In the Book of the Dead, the image of the serpent eating itself is closely associated with autumn, the first god to born from the chaotic waters of the Nun. It also has a 90s item. Did you spot the necklace? If you want to know more about the story behind that necklace, go and read my blog entry called The Unfinished Necklace. The link will be in the description box. And we welcome the Egyptian piece number 3. By this moment, my mood have changed already. I felt better and the background can tell you that. It's also in the pinkish side of the wheel. Her face changed during the process too, and I'm grateful to witness art moving through my hands and showing me whatever I need to see. Oh, and the face now is gray-green, still monochromatic. I received a present through one of my dearest friends. Her sister sent me these beautiful brushes. I feel the piece has a part of them too. Sometimes I use liquid. I love liquid. But as you can see, I wasn't able to use it because I couldn't even open it. So I ended up using another medium that I don't precisely love. So let's investigate if I can record and like the audio and the video at the same time. I'm starting this new painting And this will be a monochrome person. It's green. I think it's too green for what I wanted, but it's oil painting, so you can always paint again and again and again, and it takes a long to dry, so that's a good thing in this case. I usually advised that you start monochrome painting just to practice, because it will help you to learn about shadows and lights, and it will help you to get dimension into the surfaces. So it will also teach you about hues and values. And honestly, by just saying it, it's too weird, like it's too confusing. But if you try, you will see what I mean. You see, you can start learning how does the paint moves, how does the color react from darkness to lightness. As life. Well, actually, I'm starting to get the color I wanted. So happiness level increased. Yes. So if you use just one color, in this case I'm using green, it will be quicker for you to finish the portrait or the object that you're painting. But also you can learn a lot. You can start positioning the shapes that shadow make, the shapes that light makes. And just by painting and painting with the same color and moving the painting all over the place, you can realize how many hues of the same shade, of the same color you can get. And that's how volume gets done. I'll keep working on her forehead. Oh my god, this looks very satanic, but it's not. So once you have drawn your darkest areas, your lighter areas, you can start painting. You can start using the same color, just in a different hue. Oops. Oh, and let me tell you a trick that I discovered in life about eyes. Maybe this is not a secret, and maybe people teach this in schools, but I didn't go to art school. Like, the white part of the eyes should never be like really truly fully white. So I discovered that a few years ago, and that made a huge difference, because it creates dimension. So you use white at the very end just to highlight and to make it look a little more watery. So yeah, don't paint the white part of the eyes in white, or I mean, do whatever you want, but I think it looks better this way. Because I love you too much, baby. hubby has been very kind to me during this process, and one day he bought me flowers and they inspired me for the background. And for a change in my hair. I kept walking and walking, and the path showed me the clues. I feel I've changed so much that I made dough for the first time in my life, and I discovered baking is one of my favorite hobbies. Well, and coffee, always coffee. And just like that, I finished. Let me know if you like this long short video of the story behind the Egyptian collection. Love and sparkles! Okay, bye.